Hello everybody, welcome to the bad side of the internet. My name is Friday and today I will be reviewing / just generally talking about Wynonna Earp Season 3, Episode 8. This is another friggin' big episode. I get that they're coming up to the end of the season, but god, they're just packing so much information into these. Like, at the start of the season, my videos were sort of rambly and like, oh yeah, maybe this thing will happen, and oh, we got given... And now I've literally got bullet points on my shit being like, okay, cool, I have like 15 minutes to try and get through all of this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it, but we'll work on it. Alright, so we start out the episode with, like, awesome double pairing. Like I love the odd pairings with, Wynonna and Jeremy playing pool, which was the cutest, and I just really like that they're friends now. You know, after the Doles' death and all that stuff going on, and you're not part of the family, all of a sudden it's just like, yes, be friends and blah. And I really like the idea of the two, like, dick-loving people making jokes about dick at each other. I just want more of that, please. Can we just do more of that? You know, more hose jokes. And then Charlie, she rocks up and she's all hi, and I still don't know how I feel about Charlie. I like him more than Doc at the moment, because Doc did a stupid thing. But I don't know exactly how I feel about it. They always have not ulterior motives as such, but they're always not human, no matter what happens. We thought Nicole was, like, just normal and whatever. Not so much. You know, there's always a reason people are in purgatory. Always. So I'm like, what's going on there? And the fact that he happens to work for the police station is like, you know, like the fire station. The fire station. Technically called the fire brigade. Is it? Fire services. I don't know. Not the point. The point is, the same people who were like, hey, we're running like this demon killing cult thing out of there, and then Doles like killed them all. And it's like, are they back? Did they just get new recruits who aren't demon killers or what? Like, I just don't trust him. There was a whole thing for a while there where everyone just thought that he was Julian because, of course, you know, white man. But also, like, yeah, there's like a lot of holes in that theory, you know, like apparently Julian's supposed to be kicked out of the triangle. Sure, he could have come back when Willow opened the doors, but also it would be weird if Julian was having sex with Wynonna, you know, like, I just hope it's not. I really do, because, like, this show can get away with a lot, but that, maybe not that much, you know? Like, unless he's like, oh, my memory got wiped when I got pushed out of the triangle, or something like that. I don't see it happening there. But, I really liked in this episode, it really sort of showed that he is not phased. You know, all of that stuff where he was, just like, yeah, okay, cool, I filled up on bread anyway, let's go. And, you know, he's just there, and even when it's like, hey, you have to hang out with the girl you like's ex all day and everything. He took it so well, and a lot of male characters wouldn't take that so well, and Doc wasn't handling it. It was like, oh, but yeah, he was definitely the gentleman of the set. Speaking of Doc, he bit freaking Robin. Oh, I was so on edge, man. I was so on edge. I was like, no, they can't do that. We will kill him. We will kill him in his sleep. You can't kill a gay pairing. It's like, if Wynonna turned around and shot Nicole or something, it would just be, what? It would, like, the whole fandom would just be like, shh. We can't handle that, you know? But of course, he didn't kill him. Good. He didn't kill him. He just bit into him and went, ugh. Imagine if he hadn't, though. Imagine if he'd gone, oh, yeah, good, blood, yes, let's kill this guy, because why not? It probably would have been funny, though, if he'd been turned into a vampire, because then, like, Jeremy, you know how he handles vampires. He likes them. Which I suppose, like, that's not really consensual, though. That's a bit creepy. Okay, but, so that went down, and Jeremy was obviously pissed, which is fair. I get why he didn't tell everybody instantly, but also, you'd think he would have told people. Like, he's obviously, like, oh, but anyway, not the point. The point is, big gay dinner was awesome. I'm totally gonna call them big gay dinners from now on. Whenever my friends come over, I'll be like, hey, it's a big gay dinner because we're all gay and it's awesome. But I don't know. It was very, like, I suppose it's supposed to be double date night or whatever. Like, Wynonna goes on a date, they go on a date, and it was just really good to see how they paired off, because I think, for me anyway, I sort of forgot that Robin was Waverly's friend. And my brain was just like, no, he's Jeremy's love interest. That's who he is. He's a tree boy who is in love with Jeremy. But then, yeah, like, they have their whole little scene in the kitchen, and it's like, oh, yeah, duh. they dated, like not dated, but like they were friends and like know each other's dating histories and everything. And I was like, that's really cute. And of course, I just love Jeremy and Nicole together. I'm like, yes, have the lesbian and the gay guy be the best friends. Be best friends. It's the best. I love it so much. And the ring showing up. I can't believe that she was gonna say yes. Like I can believe it because like it makes sense in like Waverly's character arc. Like we got a little hint in season 1 that her and Champ had been together for ages, and Shorty kept being like, "You're gonna propose," and Champ being like, "What? I'm completely oblivious to the idea that being with a woman for a really long time might mean that you might want to marry her." So I wonder if Waverly's sort of been always sort of waiting for someone to ask her to marry them, and then Nicole's just like, "Oh, whoops. Oh, my bad. I've just, oh, hi," you know? And Waverly was just like, it's weird though, because yeah, like, I've seen heaps of people be like, how, she hasn't said I love you yet. She still has yet to say straight to Nicole's face, I love you. Straight out, with no qualm, no other things in the way, or no, like, through a dreamland, or, like, whispering it to someone else near you, or, like, singing about how much you just say it, woman. But she can't say that, but she's totally ready to say yes to I will marry you. It's like, me. And I'm annoyed at Jeremy, too, because he knew she wasn't proposing. Unless he thought that, oh, yes, she's put the ring in the biscuit to be like, here, Waverly. Will you marry? That's so not suave at all. And she just accidentally dropped it, and like, oh, I don't know. And he was totally just on board. He's like, nah, don't care if it's not real. I'm on board. I want this to happen. He's such a fangirl. He's literally us. It's the best. But yes, I loved that scene. Or I wish we'd gotten more of it. But of course, then, you know, Robin got possessed by trees. I knew it. I called it, though. I knew that there was going to be something to do with, like, it was green and gooey, and he ate it. I'm not, like, I'm waiting for, like, the next couple episodes to see if he, like, becomes a tree, or, like, if Bullshark can just, like, make him do stuff now, because he can make the trees do stuff, or I don't know what's going on there, but I'm excited to see what happens, even though Jeremy is trying really hard not to lose his shit, and that's fair, you know, he just wants a boyfriend who's normal, which is exactly what Waverly wanted. Waverly's like, can I just have a normal life? Please, it's all I want. And yeah, no, apparently you can't. It's against the law. What else is on the list? Melanie looked so good this episode. I don't know if it was just me. There was something different. I don't know if it was like her hair, or there was just something about it. There was just something that I was like, I don't know what it is, but she looked good. Like, I was just sitting there going, she's like, her hair's darker or something. I was literally staring at the screen going, she looks hotter. And I know it's date night, so she like did herself up a little bit. But it was great though, because like in the overall scheme of things, she did herself up to be like, hi Charlie, look how cute I am. And it actually ended up hanging out with Kate for the whole episode. And I'm like, yes, kiss. Wynonna is real. I'm really glad that we got lots of backstory on Kate, but it sort of looks like she's not really even gonna be in it anymore. She sort of gave all her backstory and then, like, left. So she's got to come back later, right? Or, like, are they going to she just sort of faded into the background, like, oh, yes, I've got to go now. I'm like, but you just gave us all that information, you know? Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm very tired. It's like 2:30 p.m. I got up at 1, so I've been up for, like, up 30 hours. Don't judge me. But yeah, no... Yeah, I was just starting to like her. You know, like, I didn't like her much at the start because it was all, like... I don't know. I think I liked her at the start pretty well, actually. It was sort of like, oh, yeah, interesting new character. She's fun. She's snarky, you know. Always love a snarky character. Her and, like, Doc and her being like, I'm going to push your buttons. That was sort of fun. And then it got into the whole, like, I'm in love with you and you're mine now and... stuff, and the whole vampire turning thing. Like, it was his fault. I'm not blaming it on her. Definitely his fault. He's the dumb man. But the fact that she sort of did the whole, there's only one thing that can fix this and everything, and she sort of was going, like, she was not playing on him being a needy, clingy boy, but it could have been perceived that way, sort of thing, that she knows how much he wants to be needed, that all she pretty much had to say was, I need you, and he, like, just instantly went like this, you know? It's like, oh god. And yeah, after him turning into a vampire, she was just more and more like, which I suppose is fair now that you see, like now that you know where she's coming from. Like, that's what I mean. We finally, like, I liked her, I didn't like her, and now we have the backstory, and I'm back to, oh, yeah, no, that's reasonable. I like her again, and now all of a sudden she's gone. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I suppose we're not going to see her again, or maybe we will. I don't know. And then, of course, the big reveal at the end, Adam and Eve, Garden of Paradise. And the fact that Bolshar already knows where it is or something. And I'm like, you'd think if he knew where it was, he'd be, like, there more or something. Like, unless he knows where it is and he get to it, is, like, it doesn't seem like, because we're only in episode 3, like, not episode 8, and we're probably going to have another, at least, 5 episodes or something like that. And it just seems a little soon for him to be like, oh, I know where it is. Like, there's got to be obviously obstacles that he can't get past to get in, because otherwise, he would have done it already. Which is where all my theories come into with the ring and everything. And Waverly, like, of course it was like, I'm a bit confused about the ring kept coming to Nicole. And it was like, yeah, Nicole's being haunted by this ring, and then all of a sudden it's Waverly. Like, she gets the ring. I was wondering if the ring couldn't find Waverly. Like, does Waverly have, like, a weird angel defense shield or something that, like, the ring couldn't find her? But then I sort of assume, because it's stuck on her, that it sort of, like, was meant for her. Like, other people have worn that ring, and it hasn't stuck to them like it has Waverly. So I assume it's, like, meant for her. But also, then why was it coming back to Nicole, unless it's got something to do with their connection, which I think is more likely it's got something to do with the fact that it either knows where Nicole and Waverly are always together, or they have a soul connection, or, like, a love connection, or something like that, if it's to do with angels and goodness and all that shit, So that's sort of where I'm heading on that one. But then again, right, tarot cards have this thing where they usually have double meanings. Right, and they did the whole thing of, like, the devil. It's like, yeah, well, duh, that's an obvious one. And the tower. And I'm like, what the hell does the tower mean, though? They're like, oh, yeah, the tower means death and destruction. It's like, yeah, but we've seen stairs to probably a towerish thing in the middle of the woods. That probably will help to do with that, And then, like, I'm like, but what else can it mean? Anything else? Is it just that? And then the lovers. And my brain instantly, as soon as I saw the lovers card, I just went, it's way hot. Like, they are the lovers of the show. Like, Wynonna, as much as she is intimate with a lot of people, and she loves a lot of people, she's a fighter. She's not a lover, she's a fighter. And she's got the strongest will that we would ever know. It's Nicole and Waverly who are sort of the lovers of the show. And I'm wondering if they're going to do, like, a Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve sort of throw. If they're going to be like, oh yeah, to get into the garden, you need 2 people who are in love with each other, or are soulmates, or something like that. And especially if Waverly has the ring, it's like, I don't know. That's sort of where my brain is going with it anyway. Like, if Bolshar can't get into the garden, there's got to be a reason he can't get into the garden, And is it because he doesn't have a key? Or he doesn't know, but he knows where it is. Like, why can't he get into it? And that's why my brain's going, like, he's got to have the right people or the right thing. And maybe he needs the ring, but the ring doesn't seem like it's coming off Waverly anytime soon. So maybe he needs the pair. Maybe he needs some lovers to get into the garden, which would make a lot of sense to me. So that's where my theories are going that way, sort of stuff, especially just because everything else seems to be a little up in the air. Everything, like, it's a lot of information to get through in one episode. I was just sort of, like, sitting there, and, like, I think I watched half of it again, because I just went, wait. Like, I understood that, but it wasn't really English. Like, what's going on? And kept pulling it back and being like, okay, cool. And there's a few people that I've seen, like, a few, like, things where they're saying, like, it's Bolshar's ring, so therefore, like, it's an evil ring. And it's like, well, one, Bolshar, I don't know. They say it's Bolshar's ring, but it says Paradise on the back. And, like, Garden of Paradise on the back. I don't know any demon who wanders around with a ring that says Garden of Paradise on it. I bet it's not his ring. I bet it's not originally his. Which, like, is it Is it someone else's? Is it Julian's? Is it God's or some other angel or some other powerful being or something? You know, whose is it? So I'm very interested when it comes to all that stuff. But yeah, no, they're my theories so far when it comes to that. Maybe we'll find out more about it next episode. Is there anything else that I want to talk about? Not really. I do really like the fact that because my brain I thought of it too, the whole reading the cards to tell what his cards were sort of thing. But I think that's what I mean, like, I think they're going to have slightly different connotations because, yeah, they have the same path and they have the same history, but I don't think their cards are going to mean exactly the same thing for both of them, if you know what I mean. Because, yeah, sure, it's understandable that in the overall picture they'll have the same picture, like the same card, but the details will be different. That's what I'm thinking anyway. But yeah, okay. I think I've got one more episode to watch. Okay. Hopefully it's not stressful. Be cool.